Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how I revived a dead faceless YouTube automation channel of mine using AI. And so with the integration of AI, I'll start with a small intro, and this is one of my dead YouTube channels where between the month of like July 4th and July 19th, we did have like a video kind of take off. And at that point, I kind of realized, the quality of the content in which the video I posted around this time over here wasn't that great. And I wanted to test myself to see if I could actually create videos using AI and get them to actually work. So between the months of, I'd say July and August is when I spent a lot of time learning how to use AI to actually create videos for me and see if they actually work. And you can see around September is when I actually started the test of actually using AI scripts, AI voiceovers. We still use human video edits though, but September was when our first few tests came out, and you can see that we hit a $1,200 a day, and we actually have a video going viral right now, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna break like $500 for it today as well. So a lot of this, as far as like the past 2 months of what I've been working on, has been pure learning purposes, as far as me learning how to use AI. If you look at the different models of YouTube automation, the original way that people used to create content was through the human system, is what I like to call it. Okay, so it's a human scriptwriter, a human voiceover, and a human video editor. Next, with the introduction of ChatGPT more than a couple of years ago, it was basically AI powered by humans. So what I mean by this is that it was like a human was writing an AI script, right? So for example, I was creating the script using AI, and so I was technically powering the AI script. Likewise, using a human to actually create the AI voiceover, and then using a human to actually create the AI video editor. As far as AI script writing and AI voiceover goes and AI video editors, here we use Claude or ChatGPT. For AI voiceovers, I personally prefer 11 Labs. AI video editors, I still prefer human video editors, just because I believe that they edit videos a lot better than AI could. But video isn't bad if your niche is like relevant to it. If your niche is like relevant to stock footage, then AI video editors would work just fine. Now, the thing that I'm trying to take the next step towards is using AI to actually create AI. So this is what I like to call AI powered by AI, and it's not I don't really see it being talked about within the Faceless YouTube automation space as much. I'd say a good majority of people are still either using human systems, or they're actually using like a VA or virtual assistant or a project manager to actually create scripts for them using AI, which would be the second model here. So the third model that I'm trying to introduce is AI powered by AI. And my tool of choice that I'm using is something called make.com. And I'll go over very shortly how this works. But the advantages of AI powered systems is that they are still more efficient, and they save a lot of time, and they save a lot of money. So again, the progress of what I was working on around like August, the whole month of August, I didn't really post that much just because I was busy learning AI powered systems. Again, using AI to generate AI content was kind of my goal here. But around August, we're sitting around like 37 to like 20 to 40 bucks per day on this dead channel and such. And then you can see once our first few tests came out around the first week of September, one of them actually hit off. And again, this was an AI powered script and an AI powered voiceover. We were able to hit a $1,200 a day. And even during this time, we're still pumping out AI content. And also those types of videos are still, we actually have a video right now that's actually going viral. So as I mentioned before, make.com is our tool of choice that we're using. So let me actually pull it up. And it basically integrates different apps and systems so that you can automate everything on its own platform. Make.com is its own platform. It's a steep learning curve. It took me a lot of YouTube videos to actually start learning. I'm going to link down below in the description where you can sign up for Make.com yourself if you want to give it a try. And I'm also going to leave some links to YouTubers who I watch who helped me learn Make.com. But I'd say one of the best ways to learn Make.com is to definitely try it out for yourself. And once you get over that steep learning curve, it's really cool how you can integrate different apps and such. With AI script writing, to give you an idea, 10,000 operations and an operation on Make, let me actually show you their pricing. So on like their pro plan, you'll get like 10,000 operations per month. Okay, that's how they price their plans. And so 10,000 operations for me cost around like $18. And in one of my scenarios, like this one here, for example, it takes around like 50 operations just to write one script using this automated scenario. Next, if you do the math, 10,000 operations divided by 50 equates to about 200 scripts with 10,000 operations, which means that if I were to perfectly use 50 operations at a time, I can get a script each for around 9 cents per script. All right, 9 cents per script, guys. So this doesn't include other miscellaneous subscriptions though, like using ChatGPT OpenAI credits or using Google SERP Dev credits. Some of these applications that integrate with Make.com, you do have to pay credits for if you're using their API. And an API is just like their connection signal to connect different apps together and such. So if you're kind of getting lost at this point during the video, I mean, I'll be making more videos on how to actually use AI to create AI generated content. But for now, try to bear with me. But this right here, okay, I still use human systems, okay? I still have a human scriptwriter, human voiceover, and human video editor as part of my systems. And the reason why is because the quality is still good. But for a scriptwriter, right, a human scriptwriter costs will be like $20 plus. Let's say even on the low end, $20 just for one script. So you can see the actual cost savings where if I were to create, let's say even just 100 scripts for 100 videos, that's going to cost almost like $2,000 for me, right? $2,000 just for 100 scripts. And so you can see that by using AI generated content, it'll help you save costs especially. Now, if we go back to the models of YouTube automation that I was mentioning before, this is where a lot of people are doing is where me, like for example, me personally, I would actually go into ChatGPT and then create a script on there. And then I would go into 11 Labs and create a voiceover there as well. So taking it a step further, it just improves efficiency if I actually use AI to write an AI script. And it's not like crystal clear. Don't get me wrong. Like at the beginning of this model here, it's still technically being generated by a human individual, like a human idea. But I'll show you some really cool things in future videos that I'm doing where I can actually just congregate different YouTube ideas and have those YouTube ideas automatically be sent in for script writing, for example. I'll briefly go over Make.com. If you haven't signed up for it just yet, you can use my link down below to go on one of their free plans. Okay, they have a free option for you to try it out and see if it's worth it. But with the introduction of AI script writing, what I want to show you right now is like an example of a scenario I made that utilizes AI to actually generate AI content. This right here is a scenario on Make.com. And so I spent some time actually creating this, and I do want to give credits to a YouTuber named Nick to kind of helping me actually create this through one of his videos. But what I'll do is I'll actually run it, and we'll say we'll give it a topic, okay? Everything we know about Avengers Doomsday. And then we'll actually go ahead and run this topic. So how this scenario works and what's actually happening is that it actually searches the topic that I sent over on Google, and then it analyzes those Google search results. And then based on the articles that it finds, I make sure it's not including any YouTube videos or Reddit posts or Twitter posts as well. I want them to actually be Google articles. And so while this is actually running, it takes the content of that Google article, and then it actually starts extracting the main ideas using Claude. With Claude, you can see that it's extracting the third article, and then it's going to start extracting the fourth article sometime. So let's give it a couple of seconds or so to I'm actually going to let this run through fully once and then explain to you step by step what each of these modules does. Okay, sorry, that took about a minute or so, but I had to switch prompts just because the prompt isn't perfect, but I'll go over what actually just happened here. Now, I basically input a topic earlier, okay? And so with that topic, it runs through Google, and then based on the Google articles, it extracts the content, and then I ask Claude AI or ChatGPT to actually extract the main ideas of the content of the web articles. Afterwards, I use Claude to actually create an outline, and so this is what that outline actually looks like. The prompt was everything we know about Stranger Things Season 5, and this is the outline that it extracted from all those web articles. So it broke it down based on release date, returning cast, new cast members, plot details, ending, episode count, spin-offs, and production updates. And then afterwards, based on each of those sections, I broke it back up, And then I use Claude to actually write each section by section. So Claude, as you can see here, there's 8 sections. Claude actually wrote each section by section, and then afterwards it combined all the sections and then pasted it into a Google document. And then this was the final outcome over here. So everything we know about Stranger Things Season 5, and then it talks about the release date, the returning cast, new cast members, plot details, the ending, the episode count, spin-offs, and production updates. This was completely generated with AI. And if you do the word count as far as here, it's about 1,600 words. So it's about $25 worth of, $20 to $25 worth of content based on this operations and such. But even so, you can imagine that the content is there, okay? So this model of like creating AI generated content, it works especially well if your content is easily found on Google. So what I mean by this is, if I'm looking to learn more about like everything we know about Stranger Things Season 5, it's quite easy for me to just, Google that and read these articles and just combine all information. And that's technically what our writers are doing, except now we're using AI, right? When you hire a scriptwriter who doesn't know anything about Stranger Things, and you're asking them to write about everything we know about Stranger Things Season 5, are you not asking him to actually just research the topic itself? And so that's what this prompt is based off of, where it searches Google, it takes the Google articles, it reads them, it extracts the main ideas, then it writes an outline, and then it writes the outline section by section, and then it pastes it into a Google document right here. I must admit that writing articles via AI is still not as good as writing articles with human touch to it, just because, I think humans are still better at writing. But this is just an example as far as me utilizing AI to write AI content. But with this example, it's going to save me money and costs and also save time. Let's say an event happens tomorrow and I need to get an article out fast. This is going to help expedite the process rather than waiting 1 to 3 days for my scriptwriter to finish writing the article. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to utilize AI. I'd say as far as actually achieving results like this, it really depends on the level of your content, okay? If the level of your content is something that's easily found on Google, you can probably get by with writing AI-generated scripts. But if the level of your content requires like expertise and experience, then you probably won't be able to get by with using AI-generated scripts. So that'll come from like a niche by dependent scenario or special case scenario depending on your niche. But you can see here where in this niche of this channel in particular, the level of content isn't so high level to the point where I can't use AI to write the scripts. And if you just have like an okay script, like if people are just looking to learn more about Stranger Things Season 5, the level of your content can just be okay, which is why AI is able to write this script and it's able to actually be good enough for viewers. What matters more is like the packaging, so idea, title, and thumbnail, making sure that you have a really, really good idea, title, or thumbnail attached to your script or video so that you could actually get it to work and go viral. In future videos, I'll be going more into detail this scenario over here. I'll be going more into detail how I have scenarios on how to rewrite scripts, on how to actually create voiceovers. Down below in the description, if you haven't signed up for make.com, you could explore it for yourself for $0 per month and just to try it and see if it's worth it. But thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.